Andrea TV here from Drive OnMama channel. Brand new, just started yesterday. So I'm going to record almost every trip that I take, but the first one I didn't screenshot. I'm going to take an order for $7, 1.7 miles. I am literally walking distance from the store, La Petite something, going 1.7 miles, and we'll see what we end up with at the end of today.
I butchered their name. They actually called the Plain Quotidien. And we got our order. We're going to pack it up and deliver it to our customer.
Here we are on our way, and some of you may ask, is it required that you have a hot cold bag? It's suggested heavily, especially in the wintertime here in Maryland. Right now it's 45 degrees in the morning, and rather than using bags from stores, I chose to get the black bags off of Amazon. You can find it in the link below. It makes you look more professional. Now, I drive a minivan, Dodge Caravan, and it is a lot on gas. And I don't prefer driving people, so I do Uber Eats more. The more you make your customer feel special and like this is a experience rather than just some food delivery, the better. I find you get bigger and better tips. So yes, I bought my 2 black bags off of Amazon, and I use them on every delivery. Even if it's non-food items, they're gonna know it was handled with care. Okay, accepted our next offer for Starbucks, $6.41, going 1.7 miles total. And the first people have their order, and we're off.
We have our Starbucks and we're on our way.
Okay, that order's dropped off. Now we're on our way back to the same Starbucks. $4 order, 1.3 miles total. I took it right at the last second only because it's almost 10 a.m. and sometimes things slow down and get tricky. So rather than waiting or driving for free, I'm gonna take it, see where it leads us.
Okay, we have Anna's 1 caramel macchiato for $4. So that's probably $2 base pay, $2 tip. And it's less than a mile away. We're doing it.
Okay, Anna has her caramel macchiato, and we're off to the next one. We are going back to Starbucks. Sorry about that. We're going back to Starbucks for $6.33 for 1.1 miles in total.
So we have our next customer, Colleen's Drinks. And just to let you know why, another reason why I carry these bags, this has 2 large black iced teas. And if you see here, it's already ripping a little bit. And I literally walked about 20 steps from the store to my car. You see, Starbucks is right there. And these restaurants, they know many times that it's too heavy for these bags, but they're not going to buy bigger, sturdier, heavier bags. They're just going to say, okay, be careful. So this way it's protected, no spilled drinks, no unhappy customers, no bad ratings, and everybody's happy and they feel special.
Okay, I just left that last customer's address and didn't see the note until I was walking to her door. Please don't forget straws for iced tea. I don't know if they put iced tea straws in the bag or not because it's sealed and I don't open it. But it is a good tip and it's a good idea, which I'm gonna start doing myself, is to keep some straws in my car. Just in case. Too many is great. Too few is terrible. So let's see if they gave us straws and if she keeps the tip the same amount. Let you know. Okay, so we're currently parked waiting on an order. It's about 10:36 a.m. and this is Wednesday, December 15th. And it usually slows down about this time. I am sitting in the parking lot of a McDonald's and we're waiting on our next order. It does slow down around this time. Try not to drive around just looking for an order. Try to park somewhere where you know you're within a half a mile of a couple of different places. So right now I'm at McDonald's, but in less than half a mile we have Cava, Chipotle, Popeyes, Nando's Peri Peri, Chick-fil-A, Panera Bread, Five Guys. The only reason why I'm not parked down where most of those stores are is because it is super congested and almost no parking, a couple of bus stops, and plenty of traffic enforcement. So this McDonald's parking lot is private, and I can sit here and wait and still hopefully get those orders. McDonald's doesn't stack orders, meaning if I do get one, it will be one at a time only. But then as the lunch hour approaches, about 11:30 on, then I'll move down there and try to find a park, and I'll get some stacks. At least usually that's how it works. So it is now 10:57. We just got our next offer, $5, 1 mile total, Starbucks. There were 2 or 3 that did come in the between, but I was going to take them. They had no tip or $1 tip. And no tip, no trip, as Pedro DoorDash Santiago said. Okay, we're back in the car and on our way to this Starbucks $5 1 mile, but I would just want to go back and explain that picture that I took, because I don't know how to edit yet. This is all on my phone, so I'm pretty sure it's just going to be dead air when I show you the picture. Our first order to that La Pedine or whatever, I brought the food in the bags. It was to someone working at a pharmacy. Came in with my 2 black catering bags, gave them the food. It was originally going to be $7. Last pay, $8.30. It matters. Everybody is not going to, or a lot of people appreciate you taking the time out to be good at your job. And we're independent contractors. Is not a job, but don't you want to increase your chances of getting more money? So yeah, get yourself some black bags. All right, after that $5 1 mile Starbucks, we got our next order for McDonald's, $6.30, I believe, for 3 miles. But one of those miles would be me going to McDonald's. So I still know after I drop it off, I'm going to be within 2 miles of where I like to stay, within 2 to 2.5 miles. Okay, we just dropped off the McDonald's. It is now 11:35 a.m. Before I could drop it off, we got a batched order, $12.95 for 3.5 miles, which could be tricky because we are in upper northwest DC, and that could potentially lead you to southeast DC, downtown DC, where it can take you 10 minutes to drive 1 mile. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Does anyone else hate the triplicates? You know, when the Uber Eats app gives you that, take a right turn on Whitehaven Parkway, make a right turn on Whitehaven Parkway, make a right turn on Whitehaven Parkway. Come on, Rain Man. Okay, we just got our next order. I dropped off the 2 sweet greens. I was finished by 12:04. Then it took me 7 or 8 minutes to drive back to the area where the restaurants are. And it took a few for me to accept. I have 2 orders, a batch, $9.87 for 3.8 miles in total. And I denied or declined one right before this. It was $18.91 for 8.7 miles. During the lunch hour in DC, you can go the span of all of Washington, DC in 8 miles, and I just wasn't willing to risk it. So this is under 4 miles, $9.87.
Okay.
Let's go.
We picked up our Nando's Peri Peri, and we're gonna drop off some lunch for some lucky people. So, fun with Dick and Jane. First drop off from the 2 Nando's Peri Peri. The block the customer's on, it is road work. So, we are going to walk. Okay, that wasn't too bad. He met me about a third of the way back, but my car is still way up there.
At a red light now, but just missed a $13 4.1 miles because I was driving and I couldn't stop to hit the accept. It wouldn't do it, and I had to pay attention to the road. We'll see what the next. Good news. I thought I didn't accept it, but it did. I just delivered the last Nando's, and I'm going to Five Guys for my $13 4.1 miles.
I just want to show you guys. You may not want to do this. You could definitely get a ticket. This is where I'm parked in order to make my delivery across the street. And here's a lovely gift someone gave me after my first delivery yesterday. Completely smashed, cracked mirrors, but I did add the little rear view so I can still see until I can get it fixed. And they dinged the front up. The perils of driving for Uber. Out of all of the stores that package, I think Five Guys is the most suspect. Don't you? Hold it over. Put a couple of stickers, something. Let's go. And of course, baby goes in a basket before we pull off. So it's currently 1:20. We did deliver the Five Guys to the other side of DC. So Irving Street Northwest. Now we have accepted an order for $11.24 for 6.1 miles, I believe. But if I didn't take this trip, I would essentially be driving back over to the place I need to be for free. So it's closer in the area. Silver Spring is closer to the upper northwest side of DC where I like to shop. So we're on our way. Okay, we picked up our crispy, crunchy chicken and we're on our way to Silver Spring. Okay, we just dropped off the crispy, crunchy chicken and it is now 1:55. We are in Silver Spring, but not by any food stores. So let's see how long it's going to take us to get an order. Okay, it is now 2:05. I did get a couple of orders before I accepted this one, and they were garbage. But this was $12 and change for 5.7 miles, a batched order. But I think I'm going to cancel one of them. And I'll let you know why if it works out after I cancel it. So one of the two I'm going to deny, and then I'll tell you why. Okay, so I just finished those two deliveries, but the second one I dropped. Originally it was $12.80 for 6-point-something miles, and as soon as I got to Panera, it would have been 2 pickups for Panera, and I would have been dropping them off at 2 different locations. As soon as I hit accept, one of the customers sent me a message. I'll let you know what it's. So another red light. One of the customers immediately sent a message, can you please get me some honey mustard and some ranch sauce? I responded with the automated, okay, got it. Based on my experience, I've only been doing this a few months. That person lived the furthest away out of the 5.7 miles. And that person most likely left the least tip or no tip. And that's why they were batched together. So I unassigned that order. I may be wrong. Time will tell. About an hour and a half later, we'll tell. Because $12.80, 2 people, she was one of the 2, and it was 5.7 miles. When I unassigned hers, they sent me 2 garbage orders, one for $1.50 and another for $2 going further away. And then they sent me one for 0 additional miles and $4.71. So I went to Pizza Bowlies and got that customer his food, took it to him, and then the second customer, the one that I thought was going to tip the most, she was only a mile away. So that was a total of about 3.5 miles from the 2 store locations to finished. And we'll see the dollar amount at the end if I was right or wrong. Okay, it is 3:09. I had to drive back over towards my daughter's school. That's why I like to be in the upper northwest area. And since it's only 3:09, I said, let me turn it on to see if I can get one quick one. For whatever reason, there is a surge going on. So we just accepted another order, $9.75 for 2 miles Chick-fil-A, going even closer to her school than the Chick-fil-A itself. Let's do it. Well, this is going to be a while. Can you see the line is outside the store? Yeah. Let's see how long this takes. Limiting the number to 2. Because it's not going to people inside.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I could
But they're just taking the orders at the door and then letting people out. Not bad at all. Okay, back in the car. It's 3:17. It wasn't that many people inside, so I asked the worker when I was leaving, I said, do you guys just do this certain times a day? Because I'm over here quite often. And he says right before school and right after school. There's a high school within walking distance, and
usually it's very crowded with kids and teenagers. So that's why they do that, only letting certain people in, a certain number of people, to keep things under control. You know, kids can be a little rowdy. All right, okay, back to that double order that I canceled, the one where they were asking for sauces. So originally it was estimated to be $12.80, and now that the final tally is in, of that $12.80, the customer I kept, her upfront for fee and tip came to $7.49. So that means the other person's total was $5 and change. So I have a song I sing for those customers. I give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you what you want. For little or no tip, no, I won't. Okay, so we ended off the tour / time frame from 9 a.m. about to 3:20 and ending with 1:25. And then I also do some deliveries in the evening / night. I am about to pick up my third order of the evening, and I do not film or won't be filming at night. I'll just give you the running total at the end. But this is this added on. I'm going for a total of 5 miles, and the first one was 1091, and I believe the second was 724. Didn't screenshot it, but I'll give you the running total for the whole day when it's all over. See you soon.